Hey guys, Xaryu here. Today, back on the Method YouTube channel. I want to walk you guys through some arena this time. Normally do the RBGs, but as the season's ending, I want to walk you guys through my Gladiator push on my Frost. Here we are, jumping into the game. RMP, I am playing with Gex and Special, two very good players, and we are fighting a Feral, a Hunter, and a Disc Priest. Very bad opener, right? I got flared out. My Rogue did as well. I think he got a re-stealth, though. So basically, guys, we're going to go for setups where I am sheeping the priest, or we get some type of fear on the priest, some type of blind on the priest, some type of CC onto the priest, and we're going to open and go onto either the hunter or the feral. But I really want you guys to keep an eye on is trinkets, right? The hunter's trinket, he is a human, so he has two trinkets. The feral is a night elf, he only has one trinket, and priest is playing relentless and human, so he has kind of one human trinket, right? Going for a sheep, I do get stopped there by the hunter stun. We opened up on the hunter, and feral pops a lot of his damage, pops incarnation, and I am forced into my ice block right away. But what I want you guys to keep in mind is that the hunter has no trinket for 17 seconds, okay? 17 seconds, he'll have another trinket available, but he's still on stun DR for 8 more seconds. That leaves us what? Math class, a 9-second window for us to kill the hunter where he has no trinket, and we could just full blind the priest with some type of fear on the feral druid, and we could just end the game outright. And that's what we're going to aim to do, and every time we fought this team, that's what we were aiming to do. In the meantime, guys, I was frostbolting the druid to get icicles, right? I have 4 icicles built up. I have Icy Veins, I have Orb, I have Comet Storm, I have Ice Nova, I have all of my damage ready to go for this next swap onto the hunter. Look at this, he has 9 seconds left on his trinket, he's off of stun DR, and we're about to get a full blind onto the priest, or some type of full CC onto the priest, and we should be able to 100-0 this hunter if we have every cooldown, and he's not going to have any defensive cooldown available. So let's see what happens here in the next coming moments. We full blind the priest, we full kidney the hunter, Icy Veins, Orb is popped, I use my 3-minute cooldown, my rogue is popping all of his cooldowns, Gormaz, Cold Blood, everything, Dance, I think he has Blades as well, and this hunter just absolutely melts. Feral tries to trinket the peel, so the feral gets feared as well there. He trinkets, tried to peel, but all of my damage, instant casting does go down. So I actually want to play that in real time, moments leading up to the kill, hanging out, frostbolting the feral, trying to get damage ready. I say I'm ready, spell steal the hunter shields before we go. Full blind comes out, full kidney comes out, feral's in that full fear, and the hunter absolutely melts, and his trinket comes up right there as he dies. So a lot goes into a crazy one-shot like this in a game. You might just look at it at face value and be like, oh my goodness, that was insane, that was a lot of damage. It was a lot of damage, it was insane, but there's a lot of preemptive thinking to get a kill like that. And hopping into another game here in Blade's Edge Arena, this time we are fighting a melee cleave. And if you guys have played a lot of ladder at the end of this season on NA or EU realms, the melee cleaves are so dominant. So I'm going to kind of walk you guys through this game, and this wasn't a great game in our favor. There was a couple key mistakes that we actually did, that I will probably try to point out. Trying to get some CC before we go onto the pally, open up on the pally, we get the pally's wall, and we get anti-magic zone out of the way. So we didn't open on pally. I don't know if I like that. I almost would rather open up onto a DPS with a sheep on the pally than swap to the pally once he uses sacrifice for that increased damage onto the pally. But we actually open up on the pally. We don't get too much. The AMZ in the wall is not bad, but I do manage to land a full sheep onto the pally, and the Demon Hunter is forced to use his blur and his metamorphosis here when we get all of that crowd control onto him with those stuns. I get very low here, and this was the key major mistake that we talked about. We got that full fear, by the way, on the pally after the sheeps, but I get kicked in frost as he's popping all his cooldowns, and I'm forced to cold snap and ice block. So I guess as I'm giving you guys my mistake, right here, kicked in frost, right? Get kicked in frost at 70% life, but they have so many cooldowns that I am forced to cold snap and block, or else I would have just died. And when you are locked out in frost, guys, if you cold snap and then ice block, it'll unlock you from frost, right? Because it automatically makes that block come available. So cold snap, block, if you're locked out, is a good way to save a game that you're about to lose. But having to use both my ice blocks really sucks, because I had to cold snap first, right? So now I have no second ice block in the rest of this game. We're going to be playing from the back foot. Full blind goes out on the paladin, have that ring of frost down, trying to follow that full blind to the full sheep. Let's see if I get it. I do manage to get it. Demon Hunter is still 30% life. He has no blur available, no trinket either, but he is on that stun DR. Paladin, bubbles, and sack. So we, like, offensively, we're doing fine. Pally has no bubble. Pally has no trinket. Pally has no sack. Demon Hunter, no trinket, no blur. Next setup, we could definitely win, but defensively, I'm in a world of hurt, 9%, 6% here. My rogue's doing a great job peeling. I'm just trying my best to run in circles, but not line of sight my priest. So a major kiting problem I see maybe with lower rated players or someone that's starting out in arena, guys, is that they're kiting away from their healer and they're not letting their healer heal them. So keep in mind, when I'm kiting, I don't want to line of sight my disc priest. I want to kite in the open, maybe in circles, so that my priest can always have line of sight on me. At the same time, I do want to minimize damage from the demon hunter and from the DK, right? So it's like a balancing act of kiting them, but also not line of sighting your healer. I do get stunned here. Pala's in that sheep shot. I really want to get that full sheep onto the paladin, but I don't really have the means to get it right now. Here, I have a blink available. I'm probably looking to get that sheep. A lot of damage comes out on the demon hunter. He does pop blur. Blood Elf, silence, and steal the aura mastery from the paladin. I'm actually going to rewind that just to show you guys that one more time. Pally pops his aura mastery heal right here. Blood Elf, silence him, and then focus purge it off of the paladin, so he has no divine favor to top off his demon hunter anymore. Demon hunter's wall does fade. I do get imprisoned, trying to just land any CC onto the pally. Beautiful step kidney by my rogue. He bops it. I steal the bop once again from the paladin, and I put the pally into the full sheep. Now here we have a fear onto the death knight. We have a fear onto the demon hunter, a full sheep onto the paladin. Stole the bomb, so I can't take any damage right now. Charging up my Ebon Bolt onto the demon hunter. He does run line of sight, so what I want you guys to know is my blink positioning for this cast. I'm casting it onto the demon hunter, but the fear runs him up the ramp and he's kind of line of sight, and so I blink towards the demon hunter so it still lands even though the cast is almost over, and we do manage to get that kill on the demon hunter right at the end of the game. I'm going to rewind for the final moments of that game so I can show you guys how we led up to the kill in real time. Full kidney shot goes off into the pally. Get that full sheep out of the kidney, steal the bob, start casting the Ebon Bolt, blink towards the demon hunter, and get that full Ebon, and he does go down. So nice game there. Couple mistakes that I kind of went over, that like getting kicked on Frost and having to double ice block, very bad, but you know, we still turned it around even though I had to use both my ice blocks in that go. Great peels by my rogue, and we finally got the CC needed to close out that game. Guys, I hope you like this arena breakdown. Sometimes I do RBGs, sometimes I do arena over on my own YouTube channel, Xaryu LOL on YouTube, or Xaryu TV on YouTube. You can go ahead and YouTube me, Google me, whatever. I think the links will probably be down below as well, but make sure to check me out. I do stuff like this every day on my channel, where I break down games, kind of go over what we did well, what we didn't do very well, what we could improve upon next time, and I'm trying to do it for more and more classes. So not just Frost Mage, I'm trying to do Rogue, I'm trying to do Priest, I'm trying to bring in new classes as well. So if you like that kind of stuff, head over to my channel. Guys, thumbs the video up if you liked it, thumbs it down if you didn't. Talk to me in the comments below. I'll try to talk to you guys down there, and don't forget to subscribe. See you guys next time. Peace!